In the heart of a dense forest, nestled between ancient mountains, there lived a small bird named Pip. Pip was a sparrow, tiny, brown, and often overlooked by others in the animal kingdom. But Pip was different, not in how he looked, but in how he dreamed. He had heard tales from migratory birds, stories of golden deserts, silver seas, endless skies. One day, he'd whisper to himself, "I'll see those places too." But the other birds would laugh. "You cross the mountains," chuckled an old crow. "You barely fly above the trees," said a woodpecker. "Just be grateful for what you have," chirped a pigeon. "Dreams are dangerous." And for a while, Pip believed them. One crisp morning, as the forest bathed in golden light, an injured falcon crashed landed near Pip's tree. His wings were scratched and his feathers scorched as if he had flown through fire. Pip, without hesitation, hopped down and began gathering leaves and herbs he'd seen used by squirrels. With care and patience, Pip tended to the falcon every day. Though the falcon was fierce, proud, and silent at first, he eventually softened. "Why would you help me?" the falcon finally asked. "Because you needed help," Pip answered simply. When the falcon could finally fly again, he turned to Pip. "You are small, but your heart is mighty. You remind me of a story of a sparrow who flew across the desert alone." Pip's eyes sparkled. "Tell me." So the falcon told him a tale of a bird smaller than Pip, who with no guidance or map crossed the blazing desert just because she believed she could. She had nothing but her will, and that will carried her. Before leaving, the falcon gave Pip a gift, a single feather from his wing, silver and tipped with red. "This is a feather of fire," he said. "Let it remind you your size doesn't define your strength. The fire is already within you." That night, Pip could barely sleep. The story, the feather, and his own dreams stirred in his chest like a storm. The next morning, he packed some seeds and water in a leaf pouch, tied the feather to his leg with grass, and looked up. The mountains towered in the distance like ancient giants, their peaks hidden in clouds. Most birds avoided them. The air was thin, cold, and unpredictable. With a deep breath, he took off. The first few hours were magical. The wind was gentle. The trees below waved like old
In a
friends. And Pip
forest
felt like
where
a part of the
morning
sky.
light
But
held
as he
its
neared the
breath,
mountains, the winds turned fierce.
dreams
The air grew
perched
colder,
quietly
thinner.
on
Pip flapped harder.
branches.
He rose higher. But the higher
Pip,
he flew, the stronger the
small
doubts
and
became. "You're
brave,
too small. You'll never
looked
make it.
up and
Go
wished
back."
for
A strong gust
skies
slammed
beyond
into
the
him.
mountains.
Pip tumbled through the sky, his pouch tearing,
Everyone
seeds spilling.
said the
He
peaks were
crashed onto
too
a rocky
far
ledge,
for a
trembling.
sparrow's
Tears welled up in his
wings.
eyes. Maybe they were right,
The old
he whispered.
crow
Maybe dreams are
cackled.
dangerous.
The
Then he felt something
woodpecker
against his leg.
scoffed.
The feather. The
The
feather of fire.
pigeon
It
smirked.
shimmered even in the cold, dark
Their
shadows.
words
The feather was
stung,
already within me.
but a
Pip stood.
quiet
"I may be
ember
small," he
glowed
said, "but
in
I'm not weak."
Pip's chest.
With that, he leapt off the ledge and flew
He
once more.
tucked the hurt
mountains
beneath
tested Pip.
his feathers
Snowflakes stung
and
his eyes.
held on to
Thin air
hope.
clawed at his breath, but he kept going. Days
Then the
passed.
sky
Pip flew by night
itself
and rested by
fell,
day. He drank from
A
frozen springs
falcon
and hid in hollow rocks.
burned by
And then one
fire
morning he
and
rose above the final
storm.
bridge. The clouds parted,
Pip's heart
the sun broke through,
raced,
and Pip saw it.
but
land
kindness
stretched
pushed
out
him
before him.
forward.
Golden fields, sparkling rivers,
He
forests
gathered
that sang with
soft
color.
leaves
The sky
and
looked
healing
endless.
herbs
It was more
with
beautiful than he
tiny
ever imagined.
patient
He had done it. He had crossed the mountains.
care,
Pip
not
spent weeks exploring the new
size,
lands. He saw
made
birds
him
he had never
strong.
imagined. Bright flamingos, clever parrots,
Night
swift
fell.
hummingbirds. But unlike back
Pip
home,
kept
no one laughed at his
watch
size here.
until the
Birds
fires
listened to
and
his
the
story. They
falcon's
asked about the feathers.
feathers
They marveled at his courage. One day, Pip
At
stood at the top of a tall
dawn,
tree
the
overlooking the valley.
falcon rose
young
and
bird approached
offered a gift.
Is it true? She asked.
One
crossed the
living
mountains.
feather of fire.
But how? Pip smiled.
And
The power
hummed
was never
like
in my wings.
courage.
It was always in
Warm
me.
as sunrise.
Many seasons later, Pip returned to his old forest. The
The
same crow was there,
mountains
perched
no
on a crooked
longer
branch.
mocked.
The same woodpecker was busy knocking on bars.
Called.
But when Pip landed, they barely recognized him.
Pip
He carried himself
bound
differently.
bravery
His eyes
to
held
his
wisdom.
wings
His heart
and
radiated
stepped into the wind.
You came back? The crow asked
The
surprisingly.
storm arrived
Yes,
first.
said smiling. And I have stories to share. Soon young
Loud,
birds gathered around Pip every
full of
evening.
doubt.
He spoke of golden lands and hidden valleys,
Supplies
of falcons
scattered
and
like
feathers,
the
of
words
storms and
they'd
skies.
thrown at
But more than anything, he spoke of belief.
only the
He never told
emperor
them it
on
was
his
easy,
leg
but he always told them it was
refused
worth
to
it.
growl.
Pip built a nest high in the
On the
tallest
ledge
tree where he could see
between
both the mountains
here
and
and
the skies
sky.
beyond. The feather
He
of fire
almost
still hung by
turned
his midst,
back.
reminding everyone who saw it of
The
what was possible.
feather whispered,
And every time a young bird doubted
"Remember
themselves,
who
Pip
you
would smile
are."
and say, "You don't have to be the biggest
He
or the
chose
strongest.
belief.
You just have to believe.
Then
The
left.
world will try to tell you what you can't
The
do, but
world
only you can
rose
decide
to
what
meet
you will do.
his courage.
Because the greatest power in the world is the power within
Beyond